Welcome back to our channel, where we update the most shocking and fascinating details about the movie Beyond the Gates. Don't forget to follow and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the tense developments that are stirring up fans. Now, let's explore the biggest shock in recent episodes. When Bill officially exposes Hayley's cruel lies and makes a decision that leaves his family, friends, and the media in shock. From the very beginning, the relationship between Bill and Hayley has not been smooth. The simmering conflicts and hidden arguments between the two have piled up over the years, creating a picture of a marriage full of cracks, suspicion and hurt. However, Bill is a forgiving person and always tries to maintain his family. Especially when his career and reputation are at their peak, he does not want his personal scandal to affect his image in the business world. Therefore, when Hayley suddenly announced that she was carrying his child, Bill, although still full of doubts, chose to silently observe. Because his male instincts and the responsibility of a future father did not allow him to act rashly. However, Hayley's strange behavior afterwards made him even more suspicious. Hayley kept making excuses to avoid pregnancy checkups. She did not allow Bill to go with her to the doctor, and did not have any medical documents confirming the pregnancy that she kept mentioning. At first, Bill thought that Hayley might just be scared or stressed, so she acted like that. But the chain of events that followed pushed his suspicions to the peak. Hayley began to show inconsistent signs. She constantly changed her statements about the age of pregnancy, the expected date of birth, and even the name of the doctor in charge. Everything was so blatantly contradictory that Bill could not sit still. With the courage and alertness of an experienced businessman, he quickly hired a private detective to secretly investigate all of Hayley's activities over the past time. The results he received did not surprise him, but they fueled the flames of anger and extreme disappointment. There were absolutely no medical records kept at local medical facilities. There was no pregnancy as Hayley had lied. Everything was just a perfect drama created by her to take advantage of his trust and temporary weakness. What made Bill most indignant was not only being deceived about a child that never existed, but also the real purpose behind that deception. It turned out that Hayley was aiming for the huge fortune that Bill owned. By fabricating the pregnancy story, she wanted to keep the already broken marriage together, and at the same time create an upper hand in negotiations over inheritance and property rights if a divorce occurred. Without further hesitation, Bill immediately contacted his own team of lawyers, requesting to prepare divorce procedures with the clearest and most definitive terms. In the divorce agreement, he was determined not to give Hayley any chance to touch his assets, including real estate, stocks, commercial rights, and large investments that he had worked hard to build over many years. This decision was not easy for Bill, because deep down inside he had once wanted to preserve his family, and believed that Hayley was the woman who could accompany him through the ups and downs of life. But the naked truth revealed before his eyes completely extinguished all those hopes and beliefs. When the divorce papers were placed on the table, Bill signed them without hesitation, officially ending the relationship full of calculations, deception, and lies with Hayley. He understood that only such a decisive and strong way could help him free himself from the series of days of hurt, doubt, and manipulation by a scheming and extremely scheming woman. After completing the procedure, Bill also carefully reviewed the entire financial system, changed the passwords of bank accounts, and transferred some assets to the name of the parent company to avoid all risks from Hayley's next schemes. As for Hayley, when the truth was revealed, she could no longer justify herself. Her hypocrisy and ambition were exposed in front of Bill, his family, and those who were once close to her. Instead of regretting, Hayley fell into a state of panic, losing control because the perfect plan she had drawn up suddenly went up in smoke. She knew clearly that from this moment on, the door to the luxurious life and power that Bill possessed had completely closed for her. No more love, no more child as an excuse to hold on, and no more chance to own a part of the huge fortune that she had secretly dreamed of for so long. This collapse was no different from a slap straight to Hayley's self-esteem and ambition, pushing her from the position of a woman who was praised, surrounded by glamour, to become despised, shunned by the very people who once considered her a family member. As for Bill, after ending all ties with Hayley, he threw himself into work with the determination to rebuild his image and his family. He understood that the damage from this failed marriage would last a long time. But it was also a valuable lesson for him to be more steadfast and alert against temptations. Hypocrisy in people who only knew how to take advantage of him like Hayley did. With his courage and business experience, Bill believed that he would quickly regain his balance. And at the same time strengthen the financial and legal systems so that no one could easily approach, manipulate, or take advantage of him for any reason. This incident also created a wave of fierce controversy in public opinion and the media. Many people expressed sympathy for Bill when he was deceived by his partner for a long time. There were also many people who harshly criticized Hayley for disregarding morality, making up a pregnancy story just to benefit herself. All of these dramatic developments make it impossible for the audience to take their eyes off each episode of Beyond the Gates, because each detail pushes emotions to a climax, making viewers both angry and curious about the next steps of the characters. The story between Bill and Hayley certainly does not stop here, because with her ambitious and scheming nature, Hayley can hardly easily accept this humiliating defeat. She may plan revenge or find a way to return to the path of fame with other more sophisticated tricks. As for Bill, after all, he has become stronger, more alert and vigilant than ever, ready to face any challenge to protect himself and what he has worked hard to build over time. If you want to know how tense and dramatic the next developments will be, don't forget to follow and subscribe to our channel to quickly update the latest and most shocking details of the movie Beyond the Gates. Thank you and see you in the next videos.